Hi there. Thank you for coming to today's YouTube video. Today I'm going to focus on the issue of life insurance policies and Chapter 7 bankruptcy. It's going to apply to Chapter 13 bankruptcy as well. So when I'm saying bankruptcy, you can just think of either one and that'll be fine. Now, believe it or not, the trustee may have an interest in a life insurance policy, but we have to distinguish one policy from another. The common type is a term life policy, right? And these examples say you have a child support obligation and the child's 13, you will have 5 more years of child support. So the policy will be based on that term, 5 years. Typically very inexpensive policies. I mean, 10, 15, $20 a month, you'll have a term life policy. Now, whole life is different. Whole life has a cash value to it. Now, let's say your policy is 100,000. That's not going to be the cash value. It could be 10% of that, 5% of that. Always check with the plan provider to make sure. But the trustee might be interested in this. Now, it could be a policy you just started yesterday. It's not going to mean much. But what if it's a policy that's been sitting around for a while and it does have that 10, 15, 20, $25,000 value? The trustee is going to want that because it's going to put you over exempt. Remember, exemptions are what protects you in bankruptcy. And if you're over exempt, the trustee is entitled to that difference. That money is recouped and it's sent over to the creditors. It's based on a pro rata share, but that's how the bankruptcy trustees. That's what their job is, to find money and to protect the bankruptcy estate. Now, when we're dealing with the trustee, they are going to ask if you're a beneficiary of a life insurance policy. And the fact is, most of us are. They're going to say, whose policy? My spouse's policy, whoever it might be. And then the issue is, are they going to do anything with that? No, because you're a beneficiary. You have still not received anything from that policy. But what the trustee is going to follow up with, and again, this is somewhat of a morbid type issue, but I can tell you in bankruptcy, they don't really care about this stuff, not the trustees. They're there to protect the estate, remember, not you. The beneficiary will ask if you are, as a beneficiary, if that policy is about to come due. Basically, are you about to receive those funds? Likewise, they're going to ask if you're a beneficiary of an inheritance, and it's the same thing. Yeah, we all are. But is that person, again, morbid, on their deathbed? If so, then the trustee has an interest in that policy. So if you're facing these issues, you're going to have to explain this to your bankruptcy lawyer so they can figure out what to do and when to do it with the policy. So, for example, one time had a client come see me after a long time, and I was surprised that they started their case with basically nothing down. I knew her spouse well, and she came to me after a long time and paid me in full in cash. Had to ask that question, how's my former client, and are we ready to go? And she says, no, my husband passed away. I had the money in my hand, so it made me think, where'd you get this money? She said, the life insurance policy. I said, how much is still there? 10,000. Said, you can't file bankruptcy right now. Again, the sympathy argument is not going to get you anywhere in bankruptcy court. I said, we have to wait till that money is spent slowly but surely, and then we can worry about filing for bankruptcy. So if you're in this situation, you definitely have to talk to a bankruptcy lawyer. We don't have magical numbers that we say, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. We kind of make it up as we go along just based on the facts of the case. But if you are going to receive you're going to be the beneficiary of a life insurance policy or even an inheritance, chances are that bankruptcy has to be slowed down and then figure out what the next steps are going to be. If the inheritance is too much, we might end up looking at Chapter 13 or may not even be looking at bankruptcy at all. So keep that in mind, that inheritances and life insurance policies could be a problem. Okay. As always, if professors and paralegals, instructors are looking to purchase my book in bulk, you can see at the description. You'll see a link there where you can access the information directly from the publisher, which is Routledge Publishing. And if you're a paralegal student and you're using my textbook in your course, of course, there'll be a link there as well, so you can find that information if you want to go through Amazon Books to buy it, or any other major book retailer will have it. For the rest of you, continue to review my blog so you can see the information that's posted, so you have a better understanding whether you're going to file with or without a lawyer. You better understand the process, Of course, if anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to post them in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to respond. All right. Take care, everybody. Be safe and continue towards that path of financial freedom.